Hello there, colleagues. This is Raymond. I have here a screencast on how we can reflect the class standing of our students with the right percentages on the Moodle site based on our course evaluation. Now, for this demonstration, I have picked my Chem 21 class. So let me show you the course evaluation for that course. So the class standing, which we need to reflect so that our students can track their progress, is actually broken down into minor quizzes worth 10%, learning tasks worth 10%, long examinations worth 30%, and the e-learning component worth 20%. Okay, so these are the categories that we need to input in the Moodle site. So let me just minimize this and then let us now launch the browser. Now, I have already logged in, so let me just direct you to the course that we need to tweak, and that is my Chem 21 class. So this is still an empty sheet. What you need to do is to scroll down and then look at the course administration and pick the link on grades. So let me just click on that. Click. Okay. Now, the default would be the grade report. Okay. Make sure that turn editing is on so that we can change that. And then later on, I'll show you how it's done. Now, let's start by looking at the full view. Click down the drop-down menu and click full view. Okay, so from there you can see this is my General Chemistry 1 course, but I have already placed there a category on examinations. Now, I need to add other categories such as quizzes, learning tasks. So I will need to click on this particular button here. Now, the add grade item to the right is where we put the actual graded items such as quiz number 1, quiz number 2, and so on. So let me just add a category on quizzes. So let me just do that. Okay, and then I'll put there quizzes. Okay, let's not work on the aggregation yet. And then just save changes. Okay, so that's under the parent category of General Chemistry. So we already have two categories there, exams and quizzes. Now, the next thing we need to do is to reflect the actual percentage of this particular category. Now, to be able to do that, we need to change the aggregation of the course itself. The exam is reported to have simple weighted mean of grades the same as quizzes. Now, for the course, let's choose weighted mean of grades. Now, let's look at the difference. Now, from here, we can see that we are now having that particular option to change the percentage of the category. For the exams, it's worth 30%. Okay, so let me just check on that. There we go. The examination is worth 30%. Okay, let me just minimize that again. And for the quizzes, that would be 10%. So don't forget to save changes. Okay, so let's just work on these two categories. Now, we need to add an area where we can record the examinations, for example. So that is where we choose the add grade item. Okay, so let me just click on that. The item number, let's say that would be exam number 1. Okay, of course, we'll not tweak on the others, but on the parent category, we have to check that it has to be under the examinations. Okay, let me just go back to that. We are creating an entry for examination number 1, so that would be under the examinations. So it will go directly under exams. Okay, and then you save changes. Okay, so you can see there, this is the category that we have added under the exams category, the item rather, under the exams category. So you can do the same for the other categories. You can do exam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, and the category total will be reflected here. So it's just that simple. So you can do the same for quizzes, and then if you want to add another category, say for the e-learning component, then you just have to repeat the procedure. Okay, so I hope that this helps you in putting in the correct class standing for your class. Thank you for listening. Again, this is Raymond from the College of Arts and Science.